My charming and fair-minded Libra friend, hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Libra, a quiet ache may be humming beneath your surface as this week begins. It's not loud or dramatic, but it lingers, a gentle nostalgia for something softer, or perhaps a wish that a recent moment had played out differently. You may notice yourself pausing, caught in memories that feel sweeter than what's right in front of you. There's a sense of wanting to revisit a time when things felt easier, when connections were simpler, and when you could trust what you felt without hesitation. This longing isn't necessarily about the past itself. It's about the comfort you remember, the sense of belonging you once had, or maybe the kindness you gave so freely then. It's possible you're holding back some words or emotions, not out of fear, but out of a quiet uncertainty about being understood right now. There's a subtle tension between what you wish you could share and what actually makes it to the surface. The world around you might see your grace, your balance, but only you know the soft edges of your current vulnerability. Underneath, there's a wish for reconnection with yourself, with another, or simply with the ease of being fully open. This week, the 6 of Cups brings these feelings to the foreground. You might find your mind drifting back to old friendships, memories from childhood, or even small moments of tenderness that once made you feel seen. There's comfort in these recollections, yet also a reminder of what feels absent now. You may notice yourself replaying conversations, wondering what could have been said differently, or what might have happened if you had chosen another path. This isn't about regret as much as it is about searching for warmth. In your day-to-day life, you could find yourself reaching for familiar faces or rituals, old songs, familiar foods, or even the simple act of rereading a favorite book, things that seem to bridge the gap between then and now. The emotional landscape is gentle but deep. There's kindness in your actions, a willingness to extend grace to others, and perhaps a hope that someone might offer the same to you. Sometimes, the desire for comfort can lead to holding on a little too tightly to what's known, even if it no longer fits as easily as it once did. You might feel torn between wanting to stay in the safety of what feels familiar and sensing the faint call of something new. There's an innocence to your current state, a sincerity that can be both your strength and your source of vulnerability. You long for honesty in your connections, for the kind of understanding that doesn't need to be explained. Yet there's also a shyness to push beyond what's already been established. Deep down, you know that the comfort you seek isn't just in the past, it's in the possibility of being met truly in the present. Still, the urge to retreat into memory can sometimes keep you from risking a more honest, present connection. As you linger in this space, half in memory, half in now, a subtle shift begins to emerge. The comfort of the past, while soothing, also stirs a gentle restlessness. It's as if remembering how things could feel stirs a hope that something similar, or even truer, could be found again. The emotional warmth you're holding serves as a foundation, but it also starts to reveal where you might be craving more. This longing doesn't stay contained. Instead, it begins to reach outward, searching for expression, for movement. Your inner softness becomes a kind of current, subtly guiding you toward new experiences or fresh conversations, even if you're not entirely sure where they may lead. The pull between nostalgia and curiosity sets the stage for what's next, quietly asking, what could happen if you follow the feeling instead of just the memory? The week's unfolding path is colored by the energy of the Knight of Cups. Here, the gentle recollections of before evolve into a more active search for real connection, meaning, or beauty. You may notice yourself feeling drawn to reach out, maybe not with bold declarations, but through small, sincere gestures. The world around you becomes a little more vivid as you look for echoes of the warmth you remember, but also as you become more aware of what's missing. This can create a subtle friction. The desire for heartfelt exchange meets the reality that not every moment will be received or reciprocated as hoped. You might sense a pressure to express more honestly, to let your feelings show, or to step into a conversation you've been avoiding. The emotional current is no longer just about comfort. It's about movement, even if that movement feels vulnerable. There's momentum building, even if it's quiet. You may notice yourself wanting to offer or receive apologies, to clarify misunderstandings, or to share feelings that have been left unspoken. Sometimes this can feel risky. The fear of rejection or misunderstanding might surface, especially if you've been holding on to an ideal of how things should feel. Yet the urge to connect is strong enough to nudge you forward. Small acts of kindness or bravery may appear throughout your week. A handwritten note, a meaningful compliment, or a willingness to listen more deeply. At times you might feel exposed, as if you're walking a line between being true to yourself and keeping the peace around you. The friction comes from balancing your longing for harmony with the growing need for authenticity. There's beauty in this tension, even as it challenges you to step out of emotional autopilot and risk a little more. The path you're on isn't about sweeping changes, but about honoring the feelings that want to move through you. The pressures you feel to connect, to share, to be seen, are simply asking for a little more truth, a little more vulnerability. As you let yourself feel these nudges, you may find that the landscape around you shifts, even if just a little. Others might respond in unexpected ways, or you could notice a new openness in yourself. The momentum is gentle, but it's real, carrying you toward experiences that are both meaningful and a touch uncertain. This is where growth begins, in the willingness to let your inner warmth shape what comes next, even when you're not sure how it will be received. This gentle movement forward is not automatic. The potential that's opening up this week depends entirely on your willingness to be present with what's stirring inside you. It's not enough to simply drift on the current of memory or to act out of habit. Something richer becomes possible when you pause, notice, and respond with honesty. The difference between comfort and growth lies here, in the conscious choice to meet your feelings and the world as they truly are today. If you're willing to let yourself feel the longing and the hope without rushing to resolve them, you create space for something new to take shape. The opportunity is subtle, not a promise, but an open question, waiting to be met with your unique clarity. With the Page of Swords, this potential sharpens into a clear, fresh awareness. You may feel a spark of curiosity, a desire to ask questions you've held back, or to finally say what's been circling in your mind. There's an energy here that cuts through the haze of nostalgia, inviting you to see yourself and your situation with new eyes. It's not about being confrontational or dramatic, it's about being honest, first with yourself and then with others. This awareness isn't always comfortable. It might make you aware of old patterns you're ready to shift, or truths you've avoided naming. Yet there's also a lightness to it, a sense of relief that comes with letting things be spoken plainly. Growth in this moment is about letting curiosity lead, even if it means stepping into the unknown. You might find yourself drawn to new ideas, fresh perspectives, or conversations that help you understand yourself more deeply. The invitation is to notice where you've been repeating old stories and to consider what else might be true. There's room here for gentle self-questioning, for trying out new words or ways of relating, even if it feels a little awkward at first. The clarity you find isn't an end point, it's the beginning of a more honest, engaged way of moving through your week. The Page of Swords reminds you that insight is available when you allow yourself to be both open and discerning. This is growth that feels real, rooted in curiosity, not certainty, and carried forward by your willingness to keep learning about yourself and those around you. As the week unfolds, these three threads, the warmth of memory, the gentle urge to connect, and the spark of fresh awareness, weave into a single living tapestry. The comfort you long for is not lost. It lives in the kindness and grace you offer yourself now. The momentum that builds comes from letting your feelings move and be seen, even when it feels tender. The clarity that arrives is an invitation, not a demand, to step into each moment with a little more honesty and openness. You are not asked to let go of the past, nor to leap into the unknown without preparation. Instead, you're invited to honor what has shaped you, to allow your feelings to move, and to meet your experiences with fresh eyes. There is reassurance in knowing that you can carry both softness and strength. The world does not need you to be perfect, only present. As you move through this week, trust that your longing, your efforts, and your curiosity are all valid parts of the journey. The balance you seek isn't a destination, it's something you create, breath by breath, choice by choice, in the quiet honesty of being fully yourself. Actionable insights for Libra this week. You could gently try naming one feeling to yourself before you speak with someone close. It might feel grounding to revisit a favorite comfort, not to escape, but to notice what it awakens in you now. Perhaps try listening for the difference between what you remember and what you truly want today. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I honor what I feel even if it changes. Old memories can comfort, but they do not define me. My honesty is gentle and enough. I am ready to meet this moment as myself. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.